Let's go to page 164 and start with number 2. You have y equal to x minus 2 squared, x minus 4. Now, the instruction asks you to do a lot of things, but we're just going to find the intercepts and sketch. That's all we're going to do. Okay, we're not going to do the rest of the stuff. Okay, so first we need to find the critical points. So the critical points from here, you're going to get the x equal to 2, and this is double. And you're going to get x equal to 4. Okay, so this is your critical value. So as you sketch, okay, so 2, so that's this point over here, and 4. Okay, so remember this is double, and all this is positive, right? If you multiply out, this is positive, positive, so it's going to point up. Okay, so this is a single, so it's going to go through, and this is double, so it doesn't go through. Okay, and the graph is going to look something like that. So your intercepts will be, so these are your x-intercepts at 0, at 2 and 4. Now the y-intercept, to find y-intercept, you set x equal to 0. Okay, so to find this point, okay, you set x equal to 0, so you're going to get y equal to negative 2 squared times negative 4, so y equal to negative 16. Okay, so this would be a negative 16. Okay, so that's it for number 2. Number 4, you have y equal to x minus 3 squared and x plus 2. So your critical points would be 3, and this is the double, and this is a negative 2. So you're going to get 1, 2, 3, and negative 2. So again, so this is the double. So when it's doubled, it doesn't go through. Okay, so it bounces back up. Okay, so this is your negative 2 and this is 3. Now to find your y-intercept, now this intercept is not going to be the highest point. Okay, usually the maximum or minimum somewhere. So to find this point, again, this is when x equal to 0. Okay, so y will equal to negative 3 squared times 2. So y equal to 18. So this would be 18. Okay. Okay, let's go to number 6. Your y equal to x squared minus 4 and x minus 3 squared. Now make sure you know the difference between the two. Okay, so this is already factored and this is the double. This is a square inside, so you have to factor these. So make sure you know the difference between the two kinds. So you're going to get x plus 2, x minus 2. So again, no square you shouldn't have the square inside your parentheses. Okay, whenever you do, you need to try to factor it. Okay, so you're going to get negative 2 from here, you're going to get positive 2 from here, and you're going to get positive 3, and this is the double. Okay. So when you sketch, so you're going to get negative 2, you're going to get positive 2, and positive 3. So negative 2, 2, and negative positive 3. And this is the double. Okay, so, and again, it's going to point up because this is positive, positive, positive. So positive times positive times positive will give you positive, so it's pointing up. Okay, if it's negative, you have to point down. So point up, and this is the double, so it doesn't go through. Okay, and this one goes through. Again, the graph may not look exactly like that. It may go down like this and go back up. Okay, we don't know, but it doesn't matter. All we're doing is we try to get some kind of just idea of where the intercepts are. So again, we don't know where exactly how it's going to go, so it could be something like this, okay, for example. But since we're just doing a sketch, so it's just an estimate, right? Okay, so to find this, the y-intercept, you set x equal to 0, because over here x equal to 0. Okay, so you can use either one. So this is probably easier to use since, you know, this has only one less factor to do, right? So you're going to get negative 4 times negative 3 squared, right? Because x equal to 0, so all these are gone. So y will equal to negative 4 times 9 So y equal to negative 36. So this would be negative 36 right over here. Okay. Number 8, you have y equal to x squared minus 1, x squared minus 16. So again, when you have square inside of parentheses, you need to factor everything. Okay, so you're going to get x plus 1, x minus 1, x plus 4, x minus 4. Okay, so the critical value or the x-intercept, you're going to get 0, negative 1, 1, negative 4. Again, all you do is set equal to 0 and solve, right? And from here, you're going to get x equal to 4 to get 0. Okay, so you go and sketch. So you have the 0, you have the negative 1, positive 1, negative 4, and positive 4. Okay. Again, if you multiply all the x, it's going to be positive, right? Positive times positive times positive times positive times positive will give you positive, so it's going to be pointing up. Okay. And so this is going to go through all this point. And from here you can see that the y-intercept is going to be 0, because if you set x equal to 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, when you set this equal to 0, the y equal to 0, so it fits. Okay, and so that's it. So there's going to be a 0 right over here. Okay, let's go to number 12. Now number 10. For number 10, so you got y is equal to x minus 4, x plus 1, x plus 3. Okay, so from here you're going to get 4, negative 1, negative 3. Okay, so go and sketch. So 4, negative 1, negative 3. Okay, so this graph is going to go to something like this. Right, again, if it's single, it will go through. Okay. And to find this intercept, you set x equal to 0. So you're going to get negative 4, 1, and 3. So y equal to negative 12. So this would be a negative 12 right over here. Okay, and that's it for number 10. Let's go to number 12. Okay, so this one you're solving for inequalities. You're going to do something very similar. Okay, so number 12, you have x minus 2 squared, x minus 4 is less than 0. Okay, so from here, okay, so you're going to get a critical value at 2, and this is the double, and you're going to get 4 from here. Okay, so go and sketch. So you're going to get 1, 2. This is the double, and 4. Okay, so in the graph, again, this is going to be positive, so it's pointing up. And single, it does not go through. This is the single, so you have to go through. Okay, so the 4 is a single root, so it goes through, and the 2 is a double, so it doesn't go through, so it bounces back out. Okay. The next thing you have to do is, so this is a sketch for that, but you have to solve for which part would be less than 0. So the way to do that is realize that this whole thing is y. So that's the y. So you have y less than 0. So if you look at the graph, the part that's y equal to less than 0 is this part right over here. Okay, right? Again, y is below, right? Y less than 0 is below. So it's this part and this part right over here. Okay. And now things you have to pay attention is this is less than, so technically this is an open circle and this is an open circle. Okay, because they're less than. So your answer would be, so the part that y is less than 0 would be this part and this part. So your answer would be, then you have to switch back and forth between the x and the y, because you're looking for the x, but you have to use the y to look for it. So for this part, x is less than 2, or this part over here is going to be 2 is less than x less than 4. Okay, and that would be your answer. Okay, so again, this is this part over here, and this is this part right over here. Okay, so you got to know how to switch back and forth between x and y. Okay, let's go to number 14. You have x minus 3 squared and x plus 2 is greater than 0. So your critical value is 3, and this is the double, and negative 2. Okay, so again, you sketch it out. So 3, 1, 2, 3, and this is the double. And let's be more accurate. This is going to be an open circle, okay, because it's greater than, right? And you have the negative 2, again, it's open circle. Okay, so this is the double, so it doesn't go through, it bounces back up, and it goes through that. Okay, so this is a sketch for that, but you're looking for which part of the x will fulfill that. Again, remember this is your y, right? Y is a function of x. Okay, so basically that's what that is. So you're looking for the y that's greater than 0. So y greater than 0 is this part right over here, and this part right over here. Okay. So again, because this is the y, and this is the x. So y is greater than 0 means the positive half. So now you have to switch back, okay, to x. So the part you want are these two parts over here. So this part is going to be negative 2 is less than x less than 3, or x is greater than 3. Okay. So again, this is this one over here, and this is this over here. Okay. Now you don't have to draw these arrows. I'm just showing you where this came from. Okay. Okay, let's go to 16. Okay, you have an x squared minus 1, x squared minus 16 is less than 0. Okay, so again, you go through the process of, so first you have to factor all these. So you got x plus 1, x minus 1, x plus 4, x minus 4 is less than 0. So your critical value would be 0, negative 1, positive 1, negative 4, positive 4. Okay, so go and sketch. So here's your 0, negative 1, positive 1, negative 4. Now you don't even need to get all this hash mark. Okay, you can just put anywhere out here. Okay. Okay, so your graph is going to look like this. So it will go through, go back out, come back down. Again, if it's single root, it will go through. Okay. Now again, you got to look for this part over here. So that's y less than 0. Okay. So you're looking for y less than 0. So that is this part right over here, this part right over here, and this part right over here. Right. Again, less than 0 is down below. So for this one, you're going to get x is less than negative 4, or this one over here is going to be negative 1 and 0. So it's going to be negative 1 less than x less than 0. That's this one here. Or, now make sure you have an or between each part, right? Those are disjunctions. And you're going to have 1 is less than x less than 4. Okay, again, all you have to do is just match this up. So again, this one is this here, this one is this one here, and this one is this one here. Okay, let's go to number 18. You have x plus 4, x squared minus 3, x minus 3 is greater than 0. So again, that's a square, so you have to factor that. Now sometimes you may think, okay, this is not factorable, but if you kind of just stuck with the mindset of integers, then you're going to get stuck. Okay? So you need to know how to factor that. So there would be x plus square root of 3, x minus square root of 3, right? Again, you just take the square root of that. So from here, you're going to get negative 4. From this, you're going to get negative square root of 3. and this is going to give you positive square root of 3, and this will give you 3. Okay, so again, when you're doing the sketch, you don't even need to do the hash, do all the exact hash mark. All you need is those numbers. So you can have negative square root of 3, and you just put out here anywhere negative 4. So it doesn't even have to be, according to scale. Okay, you can just put anywhere out here. You just want to have some kind of visualization. Okay. Now, square root of 3 is about 1.7. Okay. So again, you graph through this. Okay. So now again, you apply the functions, right? So again, this is your y. So it's y greater than 0. So you're looking for this part over here, this part right over here, and this part right over here. Okay, those are the part that's greater than 0. So for this over here, you're going to get x is less than negative 4, or this part over here, you're going to get negative square root of 3 is less than x less than square root of 3, or x is greater than 3. Okay, and that's it. Right? So again, I'm just do extra part over here. So this came from here, and this is this part over here, and that is this part over here. Okay. Again, you don't have to draw the arrows. I'm just drawing it so that help you to visualize, okay, to see where these things came from.